Change, 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 change. For things to change, I must first change. We talk about change. Malaysia has come a long way since 1957. We have kept up with the change. In this fast-changing world, we kept up with the change. And in the last 60 years, we have seen so many changes. Ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon to all of you. My name is David Goh, and I represent MN Empire. Let's give ourselves a big hand for tonight, this afternoon. And again, here we're talking about change. So all this afternoon, the whole day, you've been hearing different speakers. This afternoon, I'm just going to come in with a different tune. Just want to come here to motivate you, come here to lift up your spirit just before you go on home. I'm just about to give you a dose of motivation because I have been a motivator for the last 40 years, and I have the privilege to travel around the world, and I'm just going to give you the motivation. Are you ready for the motivation? Hello? Very scared to talk to a group whereby they don't have answer. You tell them jokes, they never laugh. You ask them question, they never answer. You tell them story, and never move them. I get very worried with this kind of group because there was one time I went out there, I spoke, and I tell joke, nobody laughs. And I was so frustrated. During tea break, I went to the organizer and asked the organizer, who are these people? And this organizer said, they are from Nilai Memorial Park. Ladies and gentlemen, the last 40 years have been privileged for me to travel around the world and to represent Malaysia. We work with some of the finest speakers around the world. I remember the first time that I went to Russia many years ago. I worked with an interpreter. So I was there, and I like to kid. I like to tell jokes. But most of our jokes are all timing. All of it has been timed. That means that on that particular morning, I went in there, I threw a joke, and it took about 35 seconds. Of course, nobody was laughing because they didn't understand English. Then came the interpreter. The interpreter took 8 seconds, and everybody was laughing. I was amused with that. And I said, during tea break, I went to this interpreter and I said, what did happen? I took 35 seconds, nobody laughed, and I can understand. But how can you do that with 8 seconds? He says, it's quite simple, Mr. Goh. I told this Russian, my friends, I told them, we have this Chinese man telling a joke, please laugh. Today, we're looking at the change. And when we talk about this particular change here, we know that there are certain things in life that can't change. But the things that have changed over the years, let's have a look at the change that we have gone by. You remember that set of televisions where we have got to stand up to go there on the television and even to change the channel. But today we no longer use that anymore because time changed. We just came in with a click. And that click changes everything. Now you remember the car that we were driving. Long time ago when you had to search for the keys because your children left the keys somewhere and you were in an emergency and said, where's my key? You went searching for the key. The key to the lock, to the door, the key to the ignitions. Remember that after that they came out with the ignition that there's a light at the ignitions, so that we know where to go and poke. Time has changed. Today, we no longer use that anymore. Today is automations. Look at this. You don't need keys anymore. It's keyless. Voice automations. Even cars today are driving by themselves, autopilot. Time has changed. And when we look at this change, if we can all read together, come on, 1, 2, 3, let's go. If you always do what you have always done, it just means that if we don't change, we will remain where we are. If we don't change, nothing changes, then we remain where we are. We don't progress at all. And this is the same thing here when we are comfortable. When we are in our comfort zone, we don't want to change. If we don't change, then there is no progress. But blessed in this country, our country has been so blessed because since 1957, year after year, the changes came because we kept up with the world. We kept up with the world. But there are certain things didn't change. Let's have a look. What are the things didn't change? Like this particular banner. You've seen this banner all around the country. Today we're looking at this MN Empire to bring you a technology that is going to change the entire system here and wiping out that silent killer. That silent killer has destroyed so many lives in this country, not only in this country, but the world over. This silent killer, we have been using so many methods. We've been using different approach, and yet we're not able to wipe them out. Banners all over the country. Putting up these banners, the government spent millions year after year. And why we couldn't get rid of the Aedes mosquito? Because mosquito can't read. And if mosquitoes can't read, then we will do something to make a change so that we can make them come to us. We will make them come to us. You see, as far as any dengue that is being reported in the recent years, then the council will start going there to search for the larva, to destroy. It's called search and destroy. But mosquitoes, you know, they're pretty smart. When that fogging starts over there, they will start taking a bus and go to another house. Some will take taxis, some take Grab, Uber. Very quickly, they go into another house. And you know what? When that foggers come, the owner of the house will lock up, and those mosquitoes are safe in the house. They will have the ball of their life inside there. Today, we're about to make that change because today we want to come in with things that will make a difference in our lives. Can we all read this? Sometimes the things wow, this one very thorough. You know, working out with a group of people like this. Oh man, I'm 64. And when I look at some of you who read this slogan, I feel like I'm 84. Can we all read it one more time? 1, 2, 3. Ended up changing us. What makes the change? We do the change simply because we care for human lives. Too many lives have been taken away. Too many lives have been taken away for nothing. Had that been our children, had that been our loved ones, that will speak for itself. Today we're looking at lure and kill. And an empire now brings you lure and kill. In other words, we want to introduce you these two products. Amen. Voltron and Altron is named after the Transformer. I don't know which one is male or which one is female, but both of them love to kill Aedes mosquito. Their job is to kill Aedes mosquito. This is under what we call the IMM, Integrated Mosquito Management, because it's solar energized, eco-friendly, and it's less maintenance, almost no maintenance. What's more, just now when the lights went off, you saw that blue lights. You saw those lamps lighted up. You were impressed because I heard you always say, wow, wow, I heard that. Because it's really beautiful. Imagine that this particular lamp situated in the garden, your garden, whether the garden is big or small. And I know many of you here have got big garden. That garden is going to be lighted up because that garden needed a new landscape. That garden needed a new ambient. Because for years, you had the garden, you never went out into the garden in the night because of that mosquitoes. So now is a time that when you fix this, you can go to the garden and enjoy a garden party. You can have your garden party. This particular one is non-chemical resistant, target Aedes mosquito. Now the next word I'm going to show you here is called auto-dissemination. This is the trait of the entire technology here. Let's have a look what it means by that. This is our product, and the mosquitoes will start flying, coming into what we call the chamber here. And inside this chamber, there is the AA solutions. This is the tissue paper, and this is water. The solutions, AA solution. While it's being laid there to lay eggs, at the same time, this mosquito is contaminated with the AA solutions. And within the next few days, this Aedes will die automatically. Because of the AA solutions, now soak up the entire body. This mosquito will fly out, go to the next place to lay eggs. Because we all know that mosquitoes lay 30 to 300 eggs per season. They go to fresh water. They go to another place. What they did is that they lay the eggs, but at the same time, they contaminate the water over there. And then they fly off to another new place. This new place, they lay eggs again, and these eggs will be destroyed in just a few days, and this particular fresh water will also be contaminated. But what is interesting is the other mosquito that comes in to sit on this particular fresh pond of water. This water is contaminated with AA solution. This mosquito will die. Right in the middle is our device. Look at how it goes. 4,000 square feet. 4,000 square feet. This is the way to lure them to come into the chamber. Once they get into the chamber, we have them. So ladies and gentlemen, this is the auto-dissemination technology that has been founded, and it is effective. So far, the test has been effective. So far, it has been satisfaction. So far, everyone has been satisfied with the result. It operates 24 hours. That's the best thing. Look at this, 24 hours. It doesn't require any electricity because it's solar energized. Let's have a look at this. Lights. This is the way that your garden would look like. Bluish, and at the same time, the ambient now changed. For years, our garden, once a pride to us, has been left untouched, unvisited because of the mosquitoes. Now, for once, you are able to get into this garden that represents your pride. and you are able to host your party, that you are able to show the rest of the neighborhood, this is what you have. The lights illuminated from here will also attract other insects to come. Not only it beautifies the landscape, but it also invites other insects where they will be electrocuted right inside that particular zapper. Ladies and gentlemen, this is what we mean by our MN Althron and Voltron. Let's work together, because this is not new now. It's been around for almost a year now. With you and MN Empire, we will be able to wipe out this silent killer. We can work together. It doesn't cost a single cent to the government. It doesn't cost a single cent to the council. Because in 2016, it has been known, and it was stated in the newspaper, that all developers will be responsible for this particular, will be responsible for breathing those mosquitoes in 2016. And we can go back to these particular developers again and ask them to fix it strategically around their properties. And that way, we will have this enemy killed once and for all. This will be the first zero dengue in Malaysia, if not the world. Ladies and gentlemen, MN Empire brings you the best technology we can have. Thank you so much. And now, the founder and the creator, I'm not the founder, I'm not the Dato you're talking about here. The founder and the creator of this particular device is none other than Dato Marcus Andrew. Let's welcome Dato Marcus. Say a few words to them.
Thank you, everyone, to enjoy this. David, Master David, give me the talk. So let's together, let's do the change.
Let's do the change.
Let's do the change.
Let's do the change.
Make it Malaysia's first zero dengue in the world. You can do this. I can do this. Everybody can do this. Thank you very much.
Should you have any question, our team of people will be right at the back there. We can answer all the questions. Thank you so much.